everybody, it's me, Nikki, and welcome back to my channel. So I've got another wig review for you today. I'm really excited to tell you all about this unit I've got on my head here, and I hope you're going to be excited to hear about it. So, who is she? Well, I named her Tammy. Of course, that's not who she really is. So who is she really? She happens to be Freetress equals Shanice. She is a lace parting wig, not a lace front wig. I have her in the color number 2, but here they do list all the colors that she is made in. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the colors in a little bit. But she is heat safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I picked her up off of Amazon for $35.99 plus an additional $8.99 for shipping because she wasn't available on Prime. That's just the way it is. But I love the number 2 colors. I wish I had more of them. I need to actually start buying more of them, but not for a while. I got enough wigs right now. But it's actually extremely close to my natural hair color. It's between a 2 and a 4, so if you could picture what a number 3 would be if it existed, that's what it is. But a lot of people think that a number 2 is black, but it's not. It's actually just a very dark, deep colored brown. So there are some brown hues to it, but it's extremely beautiful color. I do like it. And of course, it's all the way throughout, so not really too much to show with that. She does have some layers going on, but all in all, I would say her length is probably between 18 and 20 inches, no more than that. Her texture is a yaki texture, but it is soft. It's really super soft, but I would not describe it as light yaki because it's not like silky soft, if you know what I mean. It's one of those things that's a little hard to explain sometimes. But she feels really nice. My fingers can go right through these beautiful curls that's going on. So not too much tangling, just very slight and really no shedding. Density is on the realistic average side, and it is almost equal throughout. Now, if you know what I mean, if you saw my Super Moon review, I mentioned I'm going to start talking about that because with Super Moon, it was super dense down here, but thinner up here, and you can end up seeing the wefts. Well, you don't see the wefts up here. It's even up here as it is down here, but this side is thicker than this side. Do you notice that at all? And it's not because of the way I'm wearing her, because you can tell it would, no matter which side you shift it to, it's going to be the same. So yeah, that's the only thing that's a little unusual. It's just thicker on one side than the other. It almost looks like it's longer, but it isn't. So it's a little unusual there, but it's still realistic looking. I mean, it's not anything that would be too noticeable unless you really, truly look at it. And then the cap construction is standard. I would say it's a little bit more on the roomier side though. So if you're bigger head friendly, she's the girl for you. Does have the adjustable strap, comb in the back and one comb on each side, but I think I'm going to have to grab my wig grip because even with those and adjusted to a tighter setting, she's kind of moving around a little bit on me and I don't like that. But let's take a look from the back first before I go any further. Let me get all that hair. Eventually I will figure out a better way of showing the back. Just can't do that yet. And don't mind my big witch nose. I notice when I show from the side you can see the witch nose. Thank you, Genetic. That's the back. I'll bring it all back to the front. Now, one other thing I'm not too wild about is it keeps flopping in my face like this. Certain styles I like that, certain styles I don't. This is one I don't. But that's just because I'm not a fan of hairspray, especially on wigs. I don't like that. That's just a personal preference though. So if you want to style it and spray it, go right ahead and do that. But I just don't like the residue it leaves. It makes it all crunchy and sticky. I don't like it. But yeah, otherwise you're going to have to try to find some way to keep this more on the feathered side. That's that. Also, too, of course, she's a lace parting wig. I don't like lace parting wigs as much as I like lace fronted ones, because this can be a little bit more obvious. You usually have to apply some more powder right at that, I don't know what it's called. I heard somebody call it something, now I forgot, I'm drawing a blank, but I hope you know what I mean, that little piece of fabric, or lace, I mean, right there. So that can tend to rub off a lot easier. Also, it looks like I got, I mean, it does look like it. It looks like I got extra powder here on the hair. That's not the case either. Now, this, I think, is just a little boo-boo that they made with my unit in particular. I'll show you here. They actually, like, have a little hair missing right there. So it's not completely even all the way throughout. So that's why it looks like there's extra powder there. I mean, there is powder there, but it's not on the hair. It's actually on the lace. So I think that this parting space is good, but it could be opened up a little bit wider. Again, that's more of a personal preference. And then it's not through and through lace. So basically it's just the lace on the top, but then it's got like the regular wig material underneath, kind of like some people call it a monotop, some call it a skin top. But it's not all the way through lace. I'm not wild about that. But it's okay. I can deal with it. And then also I have her in the middle, as you can see, but she is shiftable. So go ahead and move it around from side to side if you so choose. It's not going to make the ear tabs uncomfortable. It's just going to make it, you know, go up a little higher if you do that, but it's okay. So speaking of the sides, then you can see what I mean here. So the cap, obviously when it's not a lace front, this is much thicker. That I'm not wild about. That's why I like lace fronts. But it's right here. You can see now my baby hairs can still be seen, and a lot of people's baby hairs are slightly lighter than their natural hair. So I think I can get away with tucking it behind the ear. And then this side, it's pretty much the same situation. So she's like right here. Oops, hang on, sorry. Right there, it's a cap. So again, if you were to shift it side to side, that would just be up higher. But at least it's versatile that way. So there are some things that I like, some things I don't like. But do I recommend her? Yes, I do. I still think she's a great wig. I wouldn't say she's a great everyday wig because you got to deal with some of those imperfections. But just on a casual day like this, she's great. Even for a date, I think she'd be really, really nice for that. But I mentioned I was going to talk about the color situation. I don't know if this wig is an older model and they just continued it or not, but she's hard to find in other colors. What I could find so far was in this color, the number 1, the 1B, and the emerald and purple. I couldn't find any other ones. So maybe it's just that, or they're a low stock. I just gotta wait for them to come back in. I do not know. But just one thing to keep in mind if you want this wig, right now at least, there's very limited on color options. But at least you got to see what the number 2 looks like. So that's really all I have for Shanice. Please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. Be respectful, of course. This world is too cruel already. And then also, I'd like to know if you have this wig. If you do, what color do you have it in? What do you like or what don't you like about it? Now, I kind of keep my review videos similar. You know, there's some things that I always repeat, some things I don't, but the format is the same. If there's something you'd like me to start doing or not do anymore, let me know. I want to try to make it as pleasurable of a viewing experience as possible for you. And then if there's a wig you want me to review, let me know. Even though I said I'm done buying wigs, that's for myself. If you want me to review a wig, I'll go get it. But then again, you never know. I might already have it because I got so many. And that's why I'm reviewing them all. Right now, I'm filming every day and then scheduling them, premiering them, whatever the case may be. But I'm putting them out there for you to watch. And I'm doing the ones I have not worn yet first. And then I'll go back and do the ones I have. So I'm kind of working my way from newest to oldest. So that's why you're going to want to like and subscribe, please. Asking nicely. So that way you can get notified when those videos come out. Because this is one thing I always say. I'm sure that with all the wigs I'm going to be reviewing, there's going to be some in there you're going to want to know about and maybe want to know if you should buy it or not. So that's why you should hit that little subscribe button, please. And if you have done so already, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate you watching this video. Hopefully you watched it from beginning to end, because I got a lot of info that I talked about. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all soon in my next video. And until then, bye-bye.